So without naming specific campaigns, like what were some of the turnoffs and what were some of the things you said absolutely I want to do aside from people playing that whole like, oh, I know crowdfunding's so hard, and and it is, there's no doubt about it, but when that's in the video sometimes it is a turnoff. But what were some of the things that you noticed, I have to do this and don't do that?
Um, well, definitely the quality of the video. I mean, everyone says that. Um, is it framed correctly? Like filmmaking 101 that a lot of people, you know, here they're asking for money to make a movie, but their Kickstarter video like doesn't have proper framing. The framing is weird, or they don't have good sound or good audio, or the edits aren't smooth, or they only have one angle. They don't decide to like cover it from multiple angles. Stuff like that. And sort of a vision. Like I get a sense of what they're trying to do and why they build up a compelling reason as to why I should why I should be part of it. And I think a lot of it has to do with sort of a vision, the style of the video. I think that's a big part of it. Does it feel like its own little thing in its own? Does it have a beginning, a middle, and an end? Is it, do they have a visual sense of telling a story? Because a Kickstarter video is a story. You're telling a story in 3 minutes as to who you are, what you need, what you've done. If they can do that, then I see a lot of Kickstarter videos that aren't stories. They don't have an arc, and that's what I try to do in my campaign a little bit. And I'm realizing I could have done things better, but.
So in a nutshell then, good crowdfunders script their crowdfunding videos.
Oh, I did. I had I scripted
Yeah.
mine weeks in advance, man. I mean, I was walking in like I was an actor almost. Like yeah, absolutely. I wasn't gonna wing it. And I actually had a script girl on the other side who was helping me with, hey, you missed this point or you missed this, and
Wow.
I didn't trust myself as far as making sure, because you have like 3 pages of text to get through, of dialogue.
And how important was it for you to make it personal? Because I like how you talk about in your Kickstarter video Alton, Illinois, and you talk about the different, I think it was the world's tallest man.
Yeah,
from there.
Miles Davis.
Yeah, exactly. So you personalize it. You let us get to know who you are, where you're from.
Right.
How important was that?
That was extremely important because I go back to Alton. I had take a lot of pride in the community. But I think a big thing was that I'm a big advocate of Midwest filmmakers and Midwest artists, and to say, hey, I'm from Alton. You never heard of Alton. This is what Alton is known for, and I really want the community of Alton to come out and support the Kickstarter campaign. There's 30,000 people live in Alton and all the peripheral cities, East Alton and Bethalto and Godfrey. All these, it's the River Bend community, and I want to get the River Bend community behind in the buck, and I'm struggling to do that because not enough people know about it. So, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that crowdfunding, while it's popular to people like us who are involved in social media, you go to the middle of America, you say the word Kickstarter, they think you're talking about a part on a motorcycle or something. They don't, people that live in LA and New York and even Chicago, we're all isolated in all this social media. Really, we're in a bubble compared to middle America. So I think I'm trying to penetrate that sense of what it means, and they're just not familiar enough. So that's been my major obstacle. I think if I was from a bigger city, it would be different.
Really? So even in 2014,
Absolutely.
People are still not aware of it.
No.
And how do you describe it to them?
I say what it is you have an idea for a project, you make a video, and then you ask for a bunch of different people to come in and help you get it off the ground. And for Kickstarter, I say, and you set a goal, whatever it is, it's 10,000 or 100,000. You try to get all these people to help you, and you have to hit your goal. If you don't hit your goal, then it all goes away. And you have to tell it very simply. Like, what do you mean it all goes away? Well, you don't get any money. It all goes away. The project doesn't. You have to pitch it as, I don't get to do my film, or I don't get to do my project, which I'm going to make my film regardless. I'll make it no matter what. But you have to create this sense of urgency, because a lot of people think that once they press the button and submit their credit card info that money's gone. even though it's an all or nothing thing. So you have to reiterate, like, it's all, don't worry, it's, that it's all or nothing.